Hi there, Jacques. It's Will Kelleher from the Daily Mail in the UK. Can you hear me?
Yes, Will, hear you loud and clear.
Thanks very much. Yes, for those of us who are not in South Africa at the moment and reading about the situation you're in with COVID and everything else, can you kind of just explain to us what it's like and what restrictions you've got in place with the Box Squad?
Yeah, you broke up a little bit at the end, but I guess your question was, can I explain the environment we currently operating in South Africa in terms of COVID? Yes, in terms from us as a Springbok side, I mean, I must compliment all the stakeholders involved. We're in a very, how can I say, in a very close-knit environment, and they look after our safety and the way we do things. So we're fortunate in terms of that. So from the country's perspective, I must be honest, I was purely focusing, being my first test match and all that, purely focusing on the rugby side of things. But I think our country moved to alert level 4, I think, adaptive 4 or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. So, but from a rugby side, how the Springboks are managed, I think it's awesome. They really look after our safety, and there's good protocols in place, making sure, and we make sure that we adhere to that, to make sure that the squad is safe, that the integrity of the tournament is safe. So yeah, that's pretty much from a rugby side on the COVID issues.
Just as a follow-up to that, do you think the Lions tour and series will and should go ahead despite this rise in cases?
Yes, I think definitely, because of the environment that they've established for both teams, you know. So I think there's I'm not an expert in terms of COVID and viruses and virology and all that, but I think they are trying to mitigate the risk of infection as much as they can, and we adhere to those protocols as much as we can. I think people, well, from our side, from the Springbok side, there's not a player that doesn't want to participate in this tour, because it's such a special tour, you know, and it only comes around maybe once every 12 years, and you will be lucky as a Springbok player to participate in it once in your career. So everybody is trying their utmost best to stay virus-free, COVID-free, stay within the boundaries. And as I say, I don't think with a virus you can completely take away all risk. As I say, I'm not a specialist in terms of that, but the precautions that the people has taken to keep us as safe as possible is magical, and we're currently obliging to that. So I can't see that that tour will be in jeopardy. We are operating as normal within our environment, as much as normal as it is currently in COVID. So no, I can't see it being in jeopardy.